What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series Talk Show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we are going to be continuing our wish list video. It's time for Return of the Jedi.
Ooh.
We love a good Return of the Jedi. My personal favorite of the original trilogy, actually my favorite Star Wars movie, period.
A lot of people write off Return of the Jedi and say that Star Wars and Empire are so much better. It's on a completely different level. I think all three are on the same level. From the Jabba's palace sequence all the way to the masterful trifecta where you have three conflicts going on at once with the battle in space, the battle on the forest moon of Endor, and the battle in the throne room. It's just so good. I love it so much.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Justin. Before we jump into the list, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. So let's just jump into it. There are tons and tons of characters from Return of the Jedi that we still need. And everyone knows me. I love my Jabba's palace. You know, we love Max Rebo and all that in general. That's our channel mascot, so to speak. So I wanted to start out with a few of Jabba's denizens that I would like to see in the Black Series. There's so many, but I just narrowed it down to a couple. And so I'll keep this really brief and just rifle them off real quick. We'll start out with Reeves, Pukamir Thriss, Gizem, Poot Snitskin, Hermie Odal, Garen Nass Tal, Frazek, Bane Malar, Yokesgit,
2,000 years later,
Yakface, Jaquil, Sasha Teal, 99, 8D8, BT16, Tessic, Yarna, Sice Noodles, Max Rebo, Droopy McCool,
later that same evening,
Malakili, Ula, Amanaman, Efantman, Kithaba, Klaatu, Barata, Niktu, and finally, Paghetti Rook.
Yeah, basically any and all of Jabba's denizens. There's like maybe one of those that Hasbro will make
Right.
at some point, and we will take that one. It's just whatever one they want to do. We've always wanted more background OT characters, side characters, secondary characters, background characters, obscure aliens. They just really speak to us here in the realm of OT supremacy. So any of these I'm down for. The ultimate cheating.
Right. It wouldn't be an Out of the Basement video without some cheating. And moving on to another little segment of cheating, let's talk about some Ewoks we would like to see, Justin.
Right, we have three picked out. Where I feel like if they were to make these three, that would really solidify the Ewok representation.
Yeah, I feel like they've done a pretty good job so far. Might have been a weird release order.
Right, we got Tebow and then Paplu and now Wicket. But we would love to see Chief Chirpa,
Oh, yeah.
Logray, and Ramba.
Yeah, I feel like those are the next, like, logical three Ewoks to make their way into the Black Series. And why not? I mean, most of them would just be simple repaints. And now that we have two Ewok-sized bodies, I mean, you know, they could go back and forth if they really wanted to.
Do a little bit of new bits, sculpted detail, and the wardrobe and stuff. But yeah, I think they could kill it because they've been killing it with the Ewoks. The Ewoks we have are excellent. And again, you know, technically aliens, I know they get some hate because they're little teddy bears, but they're still OT, creature, alien, native species. It's cool to see. There are a couple from Nate's absurd list that we actually did want to incorporate into more of a spotlight, give it more of an official spot on the list. And one or two, this is a 2-pack of those. It is 8D8 with a power droid. Because we all know the infamous scene.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
That poor Gonk getting tortured. And we also didn't have Gonk on A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. So I was like, I finally wanted to say that, yeah, of course we want a Gonk figure.
Right. And 8D8, super iconic droid. Hasbro kills it with droids. And this character actually shows up in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, so I think it would actually, be relevant.
Yeah, new media, there you go. That means you can do it. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do it and stick that in the Book of Boba Fett box.
Right. Maybe just because it would probably have to be 100% newly sculpted.
Yeah, and again, this would really just help flesh out the world building. I like the Power of the Force 2-pack.
Right.
Where it's like actually the torture scene.
Yeah, it comes with the little, piece that you can kind of hook up to the, if you have a Gonk droid. And then the Gonk droid would just be great to get in general, since it's in literally everything in Star Wars.
Even like Bad Batch.
Right.
Or
give us Gonky.
The first Star Wars film. Literally anything. And it's always just been funny. Mm-hmm. It's just a little box, a little trash can, walking around.
Minding its own business.
Why did they torture that poor boy?
Shifting gears a little bit, we should talk about one of the last big Imperial officers that we don't have, and that is Moff Jerjerrod, Double Our Efforts guy from the beginning of the movie.
So double our efforts?
I feel like since we've gotten pretty much every other main Imperial officer, he's
Tarkin, Veers, Piet. I'd be fine to get Ozzel, and stuff like that, but Jerjerrod, he's a pretty integral part of Return of the Jedi. He does have a lot of deleted scenes. True. And some of them are pretty cool. I'm kind of sad that a lot of his scenes got cut from Return of the Jedi, but you're right. It's one of the big Imperial officers that we are yet to get. TVC recently got this figure, and if TVC has it, that means I want it, and I'm entitled to it.
That's right.
Because, Nate, we need to balance the...
Now that we have a new Thrawn coming with new Imperial officer pieces, maybe we could get this on a little bit of an updated body too.
True. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm excited to see how they use the Thrawn because it's new legs and a torso and the arms are kind of newish. It's got me excited. Mm-hmm. You all know that we love Imperial army builders, Imperial trooper figures, and one of the big ones on our list was the Imperial Gunner. Mm-hmm. That was on our Star Wars 77 wish list. The only other huge OT Imperial trooper that we're missing, in my opinion, is the ATST driver.
Yes. Definitely one of the last missing pieces of the Imperial Army, and a figure that, on the surface looks like it would be pretty easy for them to do. It
just plain clothes. It's like a bluish gray, nice helmet. Got the goggles or the glasses. They kind of got that swag a little bit.
Yeah, I think they definitely are one of the more out there random Imperial designs, but still essential for the shelf. And maybe this could be tied to, just a quick HasLab idea. The ATST, I think would, be the most logical HasLab if we're going to say.
What's an ATST driver without an ATST?
Right.
And just, regardless, finish off the Imperial troop builders. Mm-hmm. Very similar to the Imperial Gunner. This one would be so easy for them to do, in our opinions.
This next one's for 49er Brian. It's 9 Nub. Where is he?
Right.
This is literally becoming the next and newest where is he. Mm-hmm. First it was Mace Windu, then it was Count Dooku. Now it's kind of shifted to 9 Nub. We've gotten the entire principal rebel cast pretty much, besides Mon Mothma, for Return of the Jedi specifically.
True. And quick shout out to Mon Mothma.
Yeah,
I'd totally get a figure of her Return of the Jedi style, but lonely Lando needs his buddy.
Right. We've got General Leia, we've got Luke in his final outfit, we have Han as well.
Yeah, it only makes sense. And again, lonely General Lando needs his friend, and Maybe they could have his mouth open.
Right.
Because when he gets all excited, he's like, ah!
And it's kind of crazy when you see how, like, customs that, like, Landspeeder Luke have made are just so, like, easily made. Pretty much it's just, like, a different head on an already existing body.
I'm pretty sure he used a Rose Tico.
Yeah, mixed with, like, some Queel parts. So I'm just like, Hasbro, look at that. Just do that. It looks so good.
Yeah, and it would be, again, another unique alien. The world building, the species that we don't have in the line. This would be the first time we have a Celestin in the line, and that could lead to some Hoth Rebel Trooper customs, some Endor Rebel Trooper customs, you know, from the Battlefront games. So, why not?
I think Hasbro really needs to start looking at the Battlefront army builder gaming greats pool that they could dip into.
The Rodian, the Zabrak, the Celestin.
The Rodian head literally pops onto the Endor Rebel body. It's just the same peg already.
Coming in at number 1, our most desirable Return of the Jedi character, Zzz. Because we're cheating again, and we're just going to say the entire Max Rebo band. I mean, come on.
Right, like...
I mean, come on.
As Star Wars YouTubers, you know you have to latch on to a certain character.
Right.
Obviously, Max Rebo has been the character that we've latched on to. Always been just funny little guy that's caught my eye. And we're specifically talking the original 3-piece. We're not talking about that special edition Yowza, whatever the hell his
no
name
Jowie
is.
Yowza.
Get him out of here. Give me Lop-T neck.
Give me that theatrical. Give us Lop-T neck.
Puppet-size Snoodles.
Puppet-size Snoodles. I mean, highly attractive woman.
Oh.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
And then Droopy McCool, I mean, he just... hot fire.
Yeah, always ripping it.
And of course, the boy himself, Max Rebo. I would suspect that if they ever got around to doing these, I would want it in like some convention exclusive 3-pack.
Yeah.
That's very easy to get.
Right.
Just easily pre-orderable. Because I just don't think the demand for this is that high. Too many cloners out there in the Black Series community. So I think something like Hasbro Pulse exclusive 3-pack.
Yeah, this could be the perfect, like, sort of expensive made-to-order, like, in lieu of a HasLab set.
3 new sculpts, new instruments, alien sculpts, kill it with the paint, highly detailed. You know, the articulation doesn't even have to be, like, super complex or intricate.
Yeah, I would literally accept, like, basically the Power of the Force figure articulation.
Give Max the...
Yeah, you know, maybe a bend at the elbow so he can play different parts of the keyboard, but Droopy, really, I just want him to hold the instrument, put it in his mouth, maybe, you know, have him going like this or something.
Figure and Dan style.
Yeah, exactly. You know, simplistic articulation would work really well with these.
Absolutely agreed. It's easily our personal most desired figures ever.
Mm-hmm. Although we also openly admit that they will most likely never happen.
Most likely never happen. But that's why we have to champion them.
Yes.
And all 16,500 of you can go right to Hasbro. Right to John B. Hasbro and tell him you want the Max Rebo band. Lukeness did it for 5s. We all sort of did it for Super Battle Droid.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's our time to shine.
That's right. And so those were our picks for the Black Series figures we would like to see from Return of the Jedi. Of course, we would love to know who you would like to see from the movie as well. Comment down below. Justin, here we are. We're at the end of the original trilogy wish list.
Mm-hmm.
Almost at the end of the entire Skywalker saga once again.
Yeah, we do plan on making one for the sequel trilogy, but it'll be an all-encompassing all 3 movies.
But we're going to do it. We're going to do all in just one video to say we did it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. And if you're in a position to help out the channel, we do also offer channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers. Check that out down in the description of this video. There's also a link there to join the Discord, which is one of the best places to get connected with like-minded, positive collectors.
True, it's a lot of fun, so hit us up.
And we got to give a big shout out and a special thank you to all of our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. Join with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you next time on Out of the Basement.
Because we need to balance. What we should do is because we need to balance, and then it'll cut.
All right.
Because we need to.
All right.
I'll say because we need to, and then we'll start together. Balance the.
Okay.
Because Nate, we need to balance the.
Let's do that one more time.